Hey guys, it's Sierra here. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new to this channel, I welcome you. And for all my subscribers, I thank you guys so much. I see all the lovely comments, and I just want to thank you guys for all your support and all the love you're showing on my channel. So I do appreciate you guys. With this video, we're going to talk about the top 3 tips that I've learned over the years. These are tips that I've learned to growing long, strong, healthy, beautiful hair. So if you're interested, please keep watching. Okay guys, so tip number 1, I decided kind of to narrow it down to 3 tips and I kind of just compiled different things into each tip because I just didn't want to do a video that was going to be long, top 10, top 20. So I wanted to kind of do something that was going to be a little bit more relaxed, not too many like tips. So I just broke it down to my top 3 that I've learned. So I'm going to have to say tip number 1 is your hair care routine. Finding a hair care routine that you stick with, something that you do to care for your hair. So it's like when I say a hair care routine, I'm saying like, okay, do you wash your hair weekly, every 2 weeks? You know, I don't know. Some people, I guess they do like 2 times a week. I'm not really sure. It's all depending on what works for your hair, depending on your hair length, whatever may be going on. So you may have different routines. So it's all about just having a routine and sticking to it. Because your hair, you know, you kind of want it to you don't want to just be all over the place sometimes with your hair regimen. You want to have a hair regimen that you stick with, and that's your main thing that you do to care for your hair, like your deep conditioning and all that stuff. That's very important too. So I kind of included that in hair care routine, having a routine, deep conditioning your hair regularly, because that is so important to retaining the length of your hair and the strength of your hair. So make sure you're including your deep conditioning when you're doing your hair care routine. For instance, when my hair is curly, I wash my hair weekly. So I'll do weekly wash days, and I'm always deep conditioning during my wash day. So I'm always doing that. So I stick with a hair care routine. I may not always use the same products, but I'm sticking with the same basic routine. I feel like sticking with a routine helps to retain your hair, the strength of your hair. It keeps your hair nice and healthy. So just whatever routine fits for you guys. You don't have to do weekly. I do weekly because it works for me, and I think my hair appreciates it when I give it weekly treatments. But just whatever works for you. But as long as you figure out a routine for your hair, that's the main thing. Okay. Tip number 2. Tip number 2 is caring for your hair properly. Now, you're probably like, hair routine, caring for your hair. These 2 tips are kind of different, and I must explain why. I consider the hair care routine as treating your hair, and then this caring for your hair properly is maintaining your hair after you've already did your treatment. So if that makes sense, that's kind of how I look at it. So caring for your hair is different because it's all about what you do after you've done your wash day. Okay, like say for instance, this is a wash and go that I did. And what I do from here, like, what are you doing? How are you preserving your curls at night? Are you making sure you're sleeping on a satin pillowcase, or do you have a satin scarf that you tie your hair up at night? Things like that. Are you using wide tooth combs? If you detangle your hair with comb, are you using wide tooth combs? Just different ways of caring for your hair. Are you trimming your hair when it needs to be? I'm not a big trimmer, guys. I don't trim my hair all the time. I probably trim my hair twice a year. because I just feel like my hair does not need to be trimmed like all the time. I used to remember what was it like every 6 weeks you're supposed to trim? I'm not sure. I never really kept up with the trimming thing, but I would just make sure I trim as needed. I can tell when my ends are looking kind of crazy, so you kind of have to know. You have to kind of learn your hair. So, and as far as heat, are you moderately using heat to style your hair, not doing it too much? And when you are using heat, are you using heat protective sprays to make sure that you protect your hair from heat damage? Are you just doing all these things just to make sure you're maintaining the health and strength of your hair? That's tip number 2, which brings me to my next tip. Tip number 3 is being patient, y'all. Being patient. It's that simple. Patience, I believe, is the biggest thing, like the biggest tip that I can give you guys, because in this journey, you're going to have to exercise patience because it is a long journey. I have been on this journey, actually in November, it will be 6 years. And I'm gonna tell you, it has been a journey, and it's a never-ending journey because you're always learning new things about your hair, and it's like it just never ends. So you have to be patient. You have to be patient. I can't stress that enough. So with me, I know it took a lot of patience. I had to learn my hair, guys. You have to learn your hair. You gotta, and the longer you're in this journey and going through this process, you will learn your hair. You're gonna learn things that your hair is not going to like. You're gonna learn things that your hair does like. You're gonna know, okay. And just over the years, you're gonna build a relationship with your hair, and you're gonna, like, even those days where your hair doesn't come out like you planned it. I'm just telling you guys, you're gonna be like, have those days. I used to have them all the time, where I would go for a braid out, twist out, something like that, and I would get so frustrated because my hair would never come out right. And I know all of us, all naturals, can definitely relate to that. You're gonna have days, even now, I have days still where even sometimes you can use the same product and your hair will not give you the same result. So it's a journey, guys, and you just have to be patient. You have to really exercise patience. You gotta, just stay, just accept it. Just don't get so frustrated. Just like I said, when your hair doesn't come out like you want it to, learn ways to embrace it anyhow. Embrace those curls, even if it may have not, maybe it's a little frizzy. Embrace it. Or if it doesn't work out like you really wanted it to, try another style. Alternate it and see, try something different. I have a video, one of my first videos I did, the twist and curl updo I did. I had did a perm rod set that failed. It was a failed attempt. But instead of getting frustrated, I could have easily been like frustrated and just threw it up in a bun. But I was like, you know what? I really still want to wear my hair, some kind of cute curly way. So I decided, and I kind of stumbled upon doing that style. But that's what I'm saying. You got to be creative. Sometimes you got to just kind of alter maybe something you was planning. Change it up. Maybe see if this will work instead. Don't give up, guys. Embrace your hair. Your hair is beautiful no matter what. So just be patient, because I'm going to tell you. And another thing too, just like I said, be patient. Don't get so caught up in the length of your hair right now, whatever length it is. Because I'm going to tell you, once I stopped worrying about the length of my hair so much, and I wasn't so stressed about how long my hair was getting, my hair just started growing and growing and growing and growing. And I just kept nurturing it. I kept doing those hair care routines. I kept on properly caring for my hair, and I was patient. So all of these tips go together, guys. If you utilize these 3 tips and you just stick to a hair care routine, properly care for your hair to, make sure that your hair maintains its strength and, its moisture, all those different things, and you're patient in that process, your hair is going to grow. It's going to do nothing but grow. Trust me. I have been through it all. We have some more videos like this that I'm going to be talking about all the different struggles that I've been through during my hair journey. Hopefully I'll be able to help some of you guys out that may be struggling as well, because it's all a journey, guys. Like I said, you just have to be patient. So I hope you enjoyed these 3 tips that I have provided. Let me know in the comments, what are your suggestions for growing long, healthy, and beautiful hair. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.